Welcome back, everyone. I am Erwin Swetnam, and this is English 310 Business Communication. Today we're diving into Chapter 6. This chapter is all about positive and neutral messages, the bread and butter of workplace communication. These are the messages you'll be writing most often, so learning how to craft them effectively will set you up for success in any business environment. Our learning outcomes for this chapter are: identify the channels for positive and neutral messages, such as emails, memos, and letters. Write direct messages for requests, responses, and instructions. Prepare messages that make claims and complaints, including those posted online. Compose adjustment messages to restore customer trust. Create special messages that convey goodwill. In Section 6.1, we learned that most workplace messages convey positive or neutral information, simple everyday communication that helps businesses run smoothly. Whether it's requesting information, replying to a colleague, or explaining a process, these messages are typically direct and to the point. Email is the most common channel for these types of messages, but memos and business letters are still important, especially in more formal situations. We also see businesses responding to customers through social media, which has become a critical platform for real-time communication. Even in today's digital world, business letters still play an important role. As Section 6.1a explains, letters are preferred for more formal communication, especially with external audiences like suppliers, government agencies, and customers. Why send a letter instead of an email? Permanent record. Letters provide a physical or digital record of agreements or decisions. Confidentiality. Letters are less likely to be intercepted or forwarded compared to email. Formality. A printed letter on company stationery conveys importance and professionalism. Persuasion. Letters allow for thoughtful, persuasive messages that might get overlooked in the clutter of daily emails. In Section 6.1b, we learn how to properly format business letters. The most common format is the block style, where all text is aligned to the left margin with clear white space framing the content. The key parts of a business letter include a dateline, inside address, salutation, body, and closing. Make sure to leave plenty of white space and use ragged right margins, which means the right margin should not be justified. This improves readability by providing natural breaks in the text. Moving on to Section 6.2, let's discuss writing direct messages. These include requests, responses to inquiries, and instructions. Positive and neutral messages are typically delivered through emails, memos, texts, and social media. Whether you're asking for information or explaining a process, the direct approach is key. Here's the structure for a direct request message: opening. Start with your main idea or request, body. Provide details and explain the request logically. Closing. End with a call to action and, if necessary, a deadline. By front-loading your message with the main idea, you grab the reader's attention right away. In Section 6.2b, we look at how to respond to requests. Most of your replies will be favorable, and a direct approach works best. Here's a simple writing plan for response messages. Subject line: include a brief summary of your response. Opening: answer the request directly. Body: provide additional information as needed, using lists or bullet points for clarity. Closing: offer further assistance or summarize the next steps. Next up is Section 6.2c, where we explore how businesses should respond to customer comments on social media. Social media has changed the game for customer interaction. Today, companies need to monitor what customers are saying and respond quickly, sometimes within hours or even minutes. For businesses, social media can be both a blessing and a challenge. It provides real-time feedback, but it also requires constant vigilance to avoid issues snowballing. Companies like JetBlue, Nike, and Starbucks use social media monitoring software to track posts, address concerns, and engage with customers in meaningful ways. The key here is to respond professionally and only when you can add value, like correcting misinformation or offering help. In Section 6.2d, we focus on instruction messages, which explain how to complete a task. Whether you're teaching someone how to order supplies or explaining new company policies, instructions must be clear and easy to follow. Use a straightforward structure, subject line, summarize the instructions. Opening, briefly state the main task. Body, list the steps in order using numbered lists and starting each step with an action verb. Closing, summarize the message or request a specific action. The goal is to make your instructions so simple that the reader can follow them without needing clarification. Now, let's move on to Section 6.3, where we talk about direct claims and complaints. Sometimes things go wrong. Maybe a product is defective or a service was poor. When this happens, you'll need to write a claim or complaint message. Here's the writing plan for direct claims. Opening, clearly state the action you want, such as a refund, replacement, or repair. Body, provide details about the issue and why your claim is justified. Closing, end with a positive tone and, if appropriate, a deadline for action. Whether you're writing a claim letter or posting a complaint on social media, the key is to stay professional and avoid sounding angry or accusatory. In Section 6.4, we learn about adjustment messages. These are responses to customer claims. When a company agrees to make an adjustment, it's an opportunity to restore trust and promote further business. Here's the structure for an adjustment message. Subject line, or say, refer to the previous correspondence and the adjustment. Opening, grant the adjustment immediately. Body, provide details on how the request will be fulfilled and try to regain the customer's confidence. Closing, end on a positive note, looking forward to future business. For example, if a customer requests a refund for a defective product, you might say, "We've processed your refund, and we hope this experience won't deter you from shopping with us again." You might also include a coupon or promotion to encourage future business. Lastly, let's discuss goodwill messages in Section 6.5. These messages are personal notes that express thanks, recognition, or sympathy. They're more than just routine communication, they show that you care. Goodwill messages should be selfless. Focus on the receiver, not yourself. Specific. Mention specific incidents or achievements. Sincere. Show genuine feelings without sounding pretentious. Spontaneous. Keep it fresh and avoid cliches. Short. A few well-chosen words can make a lasting impression. For example, instead of saying "Congratulations on your promotion," you might say "Congratulations on your promotion. Your leadership during the last project really stood out, and we know you'll continue to excel." This personal touch makes your message more meaningful. That wraps up Chapter 6 on positive and neutral messages. Whether you're writing a request, a claim, or a goodwill message, the key takeaway is to be clear, concise, and professional. These everyday messages might seem small, but they have a big impact on how others perceive you and your business. Thanks for sticking with me today, and I encourage you to practice these skills in your daily communication. Until next time.